I was an actress long before I played Festy the Clown in fifth grade. Not a professional, no headshots, but always performing. I mimicked my father's cursive handwriting, practiced my mother's stern expression that still sends shivers down my spine, and I repeated the jokes that my best friend Ariana had told me the day before, even louder, as though they were my own. I was acting like the people around me, and sometimes I still do. Maybe I'm not the only actor in the room today. In fact, according to psychologist Albert Bandura, our minds are actually wired to imitate. He calls it observational learning, the idea that we learn by watching others and then doing what they do. It turns out imitation isn't just something we do as kids, it's how we become who we are. But I didn't know that back in fifth grade when Mr. Bent casted me as Festy the Clown in the school play. I was devastated. I mean, I was the A average student with a type A personality, and suddenly I'd have to go parading around the school in floppy shoes and pants that were two sizes too big. But the people pleaser in me couldn't say no, so I put on the red nose, applied the white makeup, and I practiced my two lines like I was up for a Tony. Because if I wasn't going to be the main character, I was going to steal the show. I know, what an attention seeker. And to my surprise, I loved it. I let go of all of the expectations that were weighing me down. I laughed, real belly laughs. And for the first time, I found confidence in being imperfect. Who would have thought a clown could do that? Imitating a clown helped me find a version of myself that was sarcastic, funny, free. And it wasn't a one-time thing. Fast forward to a Model UN conference at Brown University. Reporting live from the TEDxTAEHS Thomas A. Edison Youth Event, it's Perch Perkins, your favorite news reporter from the Bikini Bottom. Yes, I channeled a SpongeBob character at a formal event. And weirdly enough, it helped me discover another version of myself. One that loved asking questions and playing it big. I usually hide my curiosity, afraid I'll come off as nosy or overbearing. I mean, I'm not all up in everyone's face asking, what's the Krabby Patty secret formula? But I do want to know what makes people tick. That moment gave me permission to act boldly and explore unapologetically. And I'm not alone in this. According to neurologists, our brains are actually wired to imitate. It turns out mirror neurons fire not just when we do something, but when we see someone else do it. That's why when you hear someone else yawn, you feel like yawning too. Even language works this way. Linguists say that kids learn to speak by mimicking others, even before they know what words mean. We copy our way into communication and into identity. So imitation isn't just about acting, it's about becoming. Even celebrities do this. Viola Davis once said that playing Annalise Keating in How to Get Away with Murder helped her rediscover herself as parts that she was once denied before. And in a hyper-individualistic world, we fear being seen as inauthentic, unoriginal. We want to be seen as authentic, unique, different. Psychologist Richard Nisbeth explains this anxiety. We fear being perceived as copycats and frauds. Perhaps you're afraid of being seen as just plain basic. Sociologist Charles Coley called it the looking glass self. We see ourselves through the eyes of others, so we learn who we are by how we think others see us. And sociologist Irving Goffman compared life to a real theater. He said we all wear masks, switching roles depending on our audience. So when you change how you're talking to your professor versus your best friend, you're not being inauthentic. You're adapting, performing, surviving. Beyonce becomes Sasha Fierce on stage, tapping into a fearless alter ego. In fact, according to Pew Research, 68% of Gen Z say that they learn to who they are and form their identity by mimicking their role models. So maybe identity isn't about discovering who we are, but trying on different versions of who we could be. So no, I'm not saying you should go full Voldemort and terrorize little children. Please don't. What if, just for a moment, you imitate someone else? Pick your favorite character, channel their best trait, pretend. I was once a reserve student who thought that by pushing everyone away, I could maintain the illusion of perfection. Then I became a clown and found myself around a group of theater kids who would laugh at my jokes and support me through my mistakes. When I had fallen right back into the myth of perfectionism, believing that I had to make no mistakes on my journey to win an award at a Model UN conference, I became Perch Perkins, your favorite news reporter from the Bikini Bottom. I made Perch's larger-than-life personality that doesn't fear making mistakes and often has no shame at all, my own. Try someone new. Become someone new. And you might just find the version of yourself you've been waiting to meet. Thank you.